This is Sharif Shandiri. In this video, I want to show you how I use VS Code and the terminal on my MacBook to build, compile, and run a C++ application. The information that I'll be following, you can find it here on this GitHub repo, hello world-cpp. CPP, of course, stands for C++, and this README file will have the information that we'll be following. So going back to my project folder here, the project is just a simple hello world application. Of course, you know what it does. First thing we'll do will be to create the hello_world.cpp application. So we'll create the file, and as you see, it's created here and it's empty now. But notice down here you've got this bubble that recommends that you install this add-on, which is very important, so go ahead and install it. If you don't see it, just come here and type C++, and it will be the first one you get out here, this one. Right now it's installed for me. So if you go back to the folder, you will find that it's automatically generated this folder, the .vs code folder, which will contain the info or the files needed for the building of our application. I don't want to be pushing this folder to my GitHub repo. It's quite a big one actually. So I will go into my GitHub, sorry, my gitignore, and add it there so that it doesn't get uploaded or pushed to my repo, and save that. Now, if we go to our application, the Hello World application, we'll start by including the, sorry, what did I do here? Include IO stream, and then using namespace standard, and then int main, and return 0. Now, this video is not about teaching you guys how to write a C++ application. It's only about how I'm using Visual Studio Code and the terminal to run the application. So I'll not be going through any explanation of the code that I write here, but it's going to be a very simple code, of course. So to start, we'll do this simple hello world. We want it to write to us on our terminal, hello world. So cout hello world and end line. Just as simple as that. Save the application. Now what we want to do is to build the application. So to build it, we'll go ahead and Command Shift B. All right. And sorry, before we do that, we need to write a file or create a file inside our VS Code folder, and we will call it tasks.json. All right, so it's a JSON file, and in the repo here you will find this snippet. If you copy it and paste it into your JSON file. Now let me show you two lines here. This run is the instruction that I want to use when I want to tell the terminal to run the application. I want to write run. You can type anything there. You can type go, whatever the name of the application itself, anything you want to do, you can write it here. And then in the line below it, hello world.cpp, this is the file that's this instruction going to trigger. So which file to start with? So it's going to be this hello world.cpp. So these two lines you can change to suit your needs for the application you're running. Go ahead and save the file, close it, and then now you can do the Command Shift Build to build your application. And here you have this build, click on it, and there you go. Now notice this is the file that we want to have. This is the confirms that when we type run in the application, in the terminal, the application will run. Now in the terminal, of course, we're in the folder, the project folder. So if you just /run, and you need to put the dot and / in order for it to have an effect, and you run the application, hello world. say you want to do something else, say you want to have some interaction with the user. So let's say int num, just int num, and then cout, enter a number. You want the user to give you a number, and you will just multiply it by 2. And or actually I don't want to have a new line here, just that. And then cin, and you will assign this to the variable number, whatever the user gets in, and then cout, you multiply it by 2. Cout this num by 2. Right, now save this file. If you go back here to the terminal and again .run, notice that it gave you hello world. It didn't run the new application because we didn't compile the new application yet, we didn't build it yet. So again, you'll have to go Command Shift B, Command Shift B, and click on build. It will build your application. And sorry, yes, there's an error here. This should be semicolon. Save it, and then Command Shift B again, build the application. Now everything is right. If you go ahead and run the application, enter a number, say 5, 10. It gave you 10. Actually, if you want to have a new line here, you can just add here the end line, save it, and Command Shift B, build, go here, run, say 5, and there you go, 10, and that's it. So it's as simple as that, how you use VS Code and Terminal to run applications. Personally, I feel that this is much better for me than using something else like what's it called, code block or something. I prefer this. It feels more easy for me, more comfortable for me. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys.